Good morning. So I actually want to talk about a purchase that I recently made. I made it on the 17th of March, and you can actually watch the video now. This is my first ever Mercedes Benz. Picked it up today on 3/17/2020. It's a cool car. Just want to remember this moment. Now, with that, purchase, obviously you see that it's a Mercedes C300. It's a 4MATIC, it's a sport. It's got the sport suspension, the 5-spoke AMG wheels, and they're 18-inch rims. I mean, it's a fantastic car. So I'm actually gonna cut to switch the camera now, but that's it behind me. I freaking love this car. I love this car. So let's switch the camera. Now this car has really, really exceeded my expectations. It's freaking awesome. And it's got some cool stuff to it. One of my favorite things is just the body lines. Just how you can kind of see it kind of getting sucked in a little bit. And then you can kind of see the wheel just looking aggressive. It's got staggered wheels. I think the back ones are wider than the front. Let's see. 245, 140, R18. I bet you these are 225s. Yeah, 225. So you got 245 in the back, 225 in the front. Ventilated brake rotors on the front. And it's got Mercedes Benz on the caliper here. It's kind of cool. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to mention. This car is 4 years old. This is a 2016. I got this car for $25,000 from Mercedes Benz. At the time of purchase, it had just over 21,000 miles on it. Certified pre-owned. So this is a sport version. You have the spoiler up there, and then you got the diffuser on the bottom there. I think this thing has about 240 something horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. Don't 100% quote me on the horsepower, but the torque, I'm almost positive it's 273. It's either 272 or 273. It's got the panoramic sunroof. Everybody says it looks like a baby S-Class. I mean, look, I didn't get this car for quote-unquote style points. I drove a Nissan Leaf for a long time. And I think this car is freaking awesome. My favorite part about having this car is I've always wanted a rear-wheel drive car, always. And I know that there are other rear-wheel drive cars I could have gotten. Like I was looking at a Mustang. I don't know. A part of me just felt like having a normal sedan was what was best for me. And the price on this car was absolutely amazing. Everything that we're going through right now, thank God I have a job. I work in IT where I can, continue to work, and I work remotely, and I'm very blessed. I was able to get this car for a really good price. I just want to do a quick overview on the car. But this is what a 4-year-old 2016 looks like. Everything's in really good shape. Really is. I use the WeatherTech phone mount. If you guys want me to talk about that more, just let me know in the comments. But it's pretty cool, Here, let me put this actually on the wide angle. It's just cool. Yeah, if the dimensions or the video looks weird, I'm doing on a wide angle. This is normal, and that's wide. So yeah, I mean, the leather is in fantastic condition. This is the MB Tech, so this is, their fake leather, which I don't give a crap. I mean, as long as it withstands the test of time. Everything in the car is really good. I cleaned the car a little bit. Maybe I got a little bit too overzealous over here. That's why there's that stain there. But it's got the ash wood, the Burmeister sound system. There was, like two kind of things I noticed with the car. So first, the Burmeister speaker over here. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's a little bit dented here. There's a dent. I don't know how that's possible, but because these things, if you ever felt these things, you can like cut your finger on this. It's machined aluminum, like it's very sharp. But yeah, someone dented that there. I don't know if you could tell in the light, like right there, you can see it's dented. And the second thing is right here. You'll notice that there's a little nick right there. Overall, it's a great condition, really is, in phenomenal condition. I will tell you, and this is something I really want to talk about, is Mercedes Benz service. So the first thing that happened with this car is that I noticed, and I didn't really notice it when I was at the dealership, and that's my fault, was this headlamp housing here was popped out a little bit, just a little bit, but it was still firm. It wasn't like loose. It was popped out. And then the second thing was I noticed that this mirror would stutter when it was folding in and folding out, because I have automatic folding mirrors. I went to Mercedes in Chantilly in Northern Virginia. They helped me out right away. They didn't charge me a dime. They got me in a loaner car immediately. I really, really appreciated just the service in general. So this is the cockpit, but I wanted to discuss that first, because I think that type of service is amazing. So this is the car here. See, it's got 22,497 miles. Like I said, everything here is perfect. It's got the pano sunroof. Absolutely awesome. I love this car. It's nice. One thing I will tell you guys to look out for is what you'll notice here. When you push this button, it opens up, right? That's kind of cool. It's cool how it opens up almost like a French door. But because it opens like that, see that? See how it's like rocking? It's not loose, like it's gonna pop open, but I can tell you over time, this will be a problem. And it's more on the right than the left. And that's something I will tell you just by this design. And the reason why I can tell you that is because when I took it in, what I previously mentioned a few moments ago about the headlamp housing and the motor on the passenger side mirror stuttering when it folds and unfolds. When I got into a 2020 C300, so it's 4 years newer than this car, I can tell it wasn't as loose as this, but it was still pretty loose for a brand new car with 400 miles on it. So I'm just saying, this is a design flaw, in my personal opinion. More reviews to come. I plan on keeping this car for a really, really long time. I definitely love it, and it's fantastic. I think that this car is very well made. Hopefully it withstands the test of time. I plan on keeping this car for at least 10 years. I'm thinking that this might even just be my last fully gasoline car. I think from here on out, the way the world's going is my next car, if I keep this thing for a decade or slightly over that, I will most likely have to get a hybrid or only electric, in 2030. More stuff to come. All the years that I have it, I will always check in. Anything crazy that happens with it, I'll let you all know on YouTube, because I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions with German cars and their reliability. And I believe it. I'm sure having a German car can raise a lot of question marks, but I think it depends on which one you get. This thing is so mass produced. In my apartment garage alone, there are 5 people that have this exact car. And I'm not talking from the past. I'm talking C300s from recently with a very similar body style that I have. I don't know exactly what year their car is, but it's a very similar body style. I'm assuming because it's so mass produced, it's got to be reliable. Hopefully, if you maintain it. So, oh, another thing to mention, because this is certified pre-owned, they give you an additional year of bumper-to-bumper warranty from Mercedes, and they gave me all the maintenance records of this car. This car was a previously leased vehicle. Clearly, whoever the heck had it never drove it. And this is to my benefit right here. 22,497 miles. So, that's freaking awesome. Anyways, I will keep you all updated on what happens with this car. Peace.